A camera recorded a strange glowing light floating near a property late at night. The light looked like a ball of fire, moving slowly and smoothly, almost as if it were aware of its surroundings. It emerged from the forest, floated toward the house and camera, and suddenly changed direction, disappearing again among the trees. Residents of Virginia said similar lights had been seen before and believed they carried a dark energy, warning that it was best to avoid these orbs. In this footage, we can see a dark shape on the chest of a man who had just suffered an accident. Many say it's the Grim Reaper himself present. Others say it's just a camera error, a glitch in the recording. What do you think? Could it be the Grim Reaper on this man's chest? This is very frightening evidence, but I want to know your opinion in the comments below. Next is a security camera in a quiet bistro captured something that defies the laws of physics. A couple is seen sitting at a booth enjoying a casual meal. The lighting is steady, there's no interference. Then, in a frame-perfect instant, the woman simply ceases to exist. There was no blur of motion, no chair sliding back, just a human being present in 1 millisecond and a vacuum of empty space the next. Was it a technical glitch, or did she just step out of our dimension? Now, we might have all seen elevator doors act weird, but this is different. In a high-rise building, a woman stands alone in the lift. Suddenly, an invisible force pulls her upward. Her body hits the ceiling with terrifying speed. Her expression was one of pure, raw shock. She dangles there for a few seconds before being slammed back down to the floor. The elevator was empty. No wires, no magnets, and no explanation for what grabbed her. What do you think of this capture? Deep in an isolated forest, a solo camper's night turned into a fight-or-flight scenario. His internal camera caught his heavy trailer door swinging wide open to the pitch-black woods. An external camera confirmed the terrifying truth. No one was there. The door began to slam shut and fly open repeatedly with such violent force that the entire vehicle rocked on its suspension. This wasn't the wind, it was a rhythmic, aggressive assault. The man didn't wait for a third round, he packed and peeled out of there in minutes. A woman had always felt a presence in her home, but she brushed it off as nerves until her neighbor called. Standing just beyond the edge of the porch light was a black silhouette. It didn't have a face, it didn't have clothes. It was a static 3D shadow that refused to move even when it was spotted. Most intruders run when they're seen, but this thing just stood there, watching, as if it didn't care that it had been discovered. A father was filming a video with his son in their kitchen. A completely routine, happy moment. Behind them, the refrigerator door suddenly swings open and slams shut. The man pauses, confused, then it happens again. But this time, the door moves slowly and intentionally, as if something was making sure he was watching. The look of realization on his face is chilling. He didn't try to debunk it. In a hotel notorious for its dark history, a guest walked into his room to find a broom standing perfectly upright in the center of the floor. There are no support, no strings. As he started recording, the broom began to make small, rhythmic sweeping motions. Empty offices at night are creepy enough, but this footage from a corporate security feed is extreme. A cleaning woman is walking down a hallway when she is violently tackled from behind by nothing. She is dragged for several feet across the carpet as she screams and kicks. When the grip finally releases her, she bolts for the exit. Some call it staged, but the physics of how her body was pulled suggests a force much stronger than a hidden string. In this next capture, during a casual game of cards, the atmosphere was light and full of laughter. That changed when a red plastic cup in the center of the table slid several inches on its own, then tipped over. The laughter died instantly. Here is a very unexpected experience. A couple of friends riding motorbikes on a lonely dark road at night, somewhere in the rural countryside of China, found themselves in a terrifying situation. All the while they recorded their raw emotion and disbelief towards what they were experiencing. Take a look.
哎，回来了，我回来了！我去，那啥玩意儿那是？我靠！别过来，你过来看那啥呀？ 啊！那是啥呀？
不是在那儿吗？那红的。
那是啥呀？好像是个人。
哎，这怎么不动啊？
对。我操！哎，
不是个人吧？
At first, they thought nothing of it. They passed the area and saw a woman in a red dress staring at them. Ignoring her, they continued, but just couldn't leave it alone. Apparently, there is a local legend of a ghostly woman in red that sometimes leads travelers to unfortunate outcomes. In this case, however, and lucky for them, the outcome was much better than anyone expected.
哎，回来！我回来了！我去，那啥玩意儿那是？啊靠！你快点，你
Shared
快
a
点看那
terrifying
啥呀！
encounter that he had late at night while working as a rideshare driver. He saw a strange creature that he first thought was a dog, but when he looked at its face, he was completely terrified because, according to him, it had a human-like face looking almost like a werewolf. Let's take a look. Alter was completely frightened by what he saw, a large creature with a sinister appearance. The strangest part was that its face seemed human, but horribly deformed. Could it have been a werewolf wandering through the street? The next piece of evidence comes from a hospital. Surveillance cameras at the location recorded something very bizarre. Watch for yourself. I don't have much information about where exactly this video was recorded, only that these images went viral on social media. But what do you think happened here? Why was it moving?
This young boy claimed he was seeing the ghost of his own father. Do you believe that children have the ability to see the supernatural? Many people believe in the theory that children can see ghosts, spirits, and things from beyond, like in this recording shared by a mother. She was at home with her son and explained that her husband had passed away some time ago. Her husband had been very close to their son. Others believe it was simply the child's imagination. And you, what do you think? What's your theory?